Well, hello, and welcome back, y'all. Today's episode is brought to you by the letter T. Yes, we are doing a T build today. And okay, so the exterior, the shell of the home really was pretty easy. It's a T for crying out loud. And I just made sure that it was like 4 tiles wide in, whatever direction so that there was enough room for like beds and sofas and stuff like that. So once I placed it down, I was like, okay, well, I can go ahead and do a roof because the T is the T, right? So when I was looking at it, I was like, yeah, this part looks better the other way around. So I did flip it around. So the T is kind of standing on its head, but that's okay. That's no big deal. And then I went in to start kind of deciding the floor plan. I wasn't quite sure how I was going to do it. I mean, I knew I wanted like the living room on one side, the kitchen on the other, and the bedroom on the end. But as far as like the dining room and the bathroom, I had not really any idea of where or how I was going to put those in. But I do like the way that I did do it. I'm not fond of the dining room being as small as it is, being that the kitchen is so large, but it's okay. It's not a big deal. I do like how I did it in the end. And then, of course, after the fact, I decided to add the porch and the back patio and then try and add some roofs to it. I was having a really, really hard time with the roof on that back patio there. I just couldn't get it to work right. And at one point, I decided, well, what if I make it, like a glass roof? But then the roof was clipping through, like you could see it through the glass. So I was like, yeah, no, that's not going to work. But as I was doing the fencing, I was like, wait a minute. What if I do another exit from like the kitchen and have another like patio over there and have it be like two separate backyards with their own purposes? So one be like gardening, the other one would just be like for eating and whatnot. So that's what I did. And then I just went to town getting it all ready for you guys. So here in just a bit, we're going to do the full walkthrough. Make sure you hit like, comment, subscribe. Don't go anywhere. Just blink. Okie dokie. I'm all done. And yeah, I'm going to say it. I really like how this turned out. Anywho, here is the front. I did extend the porch out a little bit with the roof, as you saw, and added some landscaping here with some beautiful pink flowers, some little daisies poking out from under the bushes. She's got some plants growing here on the front porch, and that's it. Does have a mailbox, which, by the way, I need to change that to a white. There we go. And we've got a nice big full-grown tree here that will probably get bigger over time. And then in the backyard here, this door is the one that comes out from the kitchen. And they have a place to eat outside as well as a little grill. And in the corner here, we just have more landscaping and a tree in the yard as well. So that's kind of cute. I did throw some kind of gravel, like splotchy gravel, in both sides of the backyard. And then the walk through or the pass through between the 2 yards, you've got your regular trash bin and your recycle bin. Now back here, we have a clothesline and a place to wash your clothes, some gardening pots and boxes, and then more landscaping over there. And on this side of the backyard, she's got her gardening tables with some supplies and the wall of plants. And the only thing I added on the porch back here, which comes off of the dining room, I believe, is the sun thing. I don't know what that's called on the wall. And then some herbs here on the porch as well. So I think that's kind of cool. I do. So let's go inside and I'll show you. Yay, yay. So as you walk in, we do have this nice little entryway. It's kind of yellowy. We've got some decor up on the walls, some clutter that you drop off when you walk in, a little bench to take off your shoes if need be. And yeah, that's about it. Not too spectacular. Oh yeah, a little place to put your outgoing mail and a hanging plant. This way, we've got the living room, quite colorful. I tried to continue the colorfulness throughout the build. I think you're going to like it. At least I hope you do. But we've got those beautiful kind of orangey couches from the Cozy Kitsch kit. This amazing rug, which I've never seen before. I don't know why. with the coffee table, the curtains. We've got some bluish kind of ceiling lights that match the carpet. We've got some bookshelves over here with the radio, some pictures and magazines. And then down here on the bottom, I raised each of these items up by 2, and they land perfectly on the bottom of that shelf, which is fantastic. Now, if you look closely enough at these books, you will see they are layered because I added more books for the clutter section so that I could change the colors up a bit, because both of the bookcases were looking exactly the same. So on this middle shelf, I added those books, changed the color swatch. Bottom shelf, same thing, and the top shelf up here, same thing. So it just gives it a little bit of change, a little bit of difference between the two bookshelves. And then, of course, a beautiful blue, yellow, pink kind of picture there, which kind of blends all the colors together. And that's smart. I think that's smart. We go through here. We have this cute little dining room. It's not very big. There's not a lot going on in here, but we do have the light hanging, some pictures on the walls, and then that's the hallway to the bedroom and the bathroom. And through this kitchen, I love it. I know the cabinets are kind of dark. I do. But it's a very deep, beautiful, nonetheless, kind of emerald color, and I love it. I think it looks fantastic. With the beige kind of floor and the beige walls, I think it's just perfect. I love it. I love it. Can you tell? Did you know that? Anywho, we've got some pots, the fork and spoon, the aprons, and little clutter over there in that corner. This counter here on the end you can use, so that's a good thing. We've got the sheer curtains up on the windows, which I really, really like. The fact that they're all the way up to the ceiling, which is something I try to do, but it doesn't always work. But in this case, it did work, and I'm glad it did because I like it. Otherwise, it was going to be, you were going to see it like, you were going to see the top of the window frame, and I didn't want that to happen. I didn't want to see the top of the window. What happened? I didn't want to see the top of the window frame. So, because it just looked weird to me. So I raised it up a little bit, or made sure that it clipped up at the top. And then, of course, some pictures there as well. This door is the one that takes you out to the little like outdoor dining area. And this door over here is the one that takes you out to basically the garden area. I thought that was nice. Through this door is the bathroom. Same counters, same color scheme, same curtains, same tile work, except it's bathroom and not a kitchen. So, there's that. Through here is the bedroom. I told you I tried to keep the colors kind of going throughout. I know that the like living room and the kitchen were like deeper colors, but I wanted to kind of brighten this up a little bit, ergo the yellow walls. But I didn't want to have it be like too crazy or too like it's going to make you dizzy if you walk in. So I just put it's the businesses and hobbies wallpaper, but I put that one there and on that wall, and then used like a mustard color stucco on you, I think is what it's called, on the other 2 walls. The curtains match the bed, which is perfect. And then the nightstand and the armoire on the left here is from high school years, I believe. And then we've just got a few little pictures there. And this wonderful collage. I love that collage. I need to use it more often. That's over her desk with a little bit of clutter, camera, all that stuff. And then, of course, her laundry basket in the corner because she has to do her laundry outside because she doesn't have a washer and dryer. Yeah, that's why. See, everything has a story. Everything has a reason for the most part. Now, what those reasons are, I kind of make up as I go, but I think most of us kind of tend to do that anyway. At least I do anyway. Most of the creators that I watch kind of are the same way. There are some like Simmery. She likes to have a full idea as to what the storyline is. I just make it up as I go. I think Sandra Pickett makes it up as she goes too, and I kind of like her style. Anywho, this is the top-down view. As you see, here is the middle of the T. Here is the cross part of the T. So here's your entry, your living room, dining hall, kitchen, bathroom, master bedroom, or main only bedroom, and then, of course, the 2 back patios. And that is the full build. I love it. It's so fun. If you do decide you want to try this out for yourself, either for gameplay or to redo it your own way, you can find it on the gallery under hashtag letter T home, or my personal tags Lil Mama and Momma-One. If you want to try out the shell and start completely from scratch, it will be under hashtag letter T shell. So that is all I have for you today, y'all. I hope that this was fun. I hope you liked it. If anything gave you any inspiration, let me know down below and how you plan on using it. But any and all other comments, questions, and suggestions are always welcome. And I do read them all and I reply to all of them as well. But don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you haven't already. In any case, until next time, y'all, have fun.